So, there's this story about this spiritual teacher. He has read all the books and is following everything to the T. Because within many cultures, there's a great importance on how you say things. It's very important how to say the words, how to view it, what intentions you should have. A very strict kind of way of doing things. Containing with the rituals, how to do the ritual, and all of that is great. I think it has a lot to teach, and it's awesome in many ways. But it can also be a hindrance in the spiritual path if you say, okay, you have to do it this way and your way is wrong. You have to sit with your legs like this and not like that. You have to think of this and not like that. Instead of having a relaxed mind and do it wherever comes and flows naturally. So, there is this teacher and he knows all the rules and everything, and he knows how to say the words and da 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 da. And he hears about this sage or this being that is living on an island, and everyone says, oh, he has some mystical powers and he's awesome, and he must be an avatar of God. And so the teacher, of course, being very interested in everything spiritual, he goes to see this sage. He takes a boat there, and I think with the old stories, how to say, something that reappears over and over is that someone with spiritual prowess, or with spiritual power, is that they will show some characteristics of being able to do some miracles, so to say. Being maybe that they have clairvoyance, or they can do something that is not normal, so to say. And anyways, so the teacher goes to see this sage, and this sage tells him about a mantra. He says, yes, I started repeating this mantra here, and from this mantra I have learned to communicate with nature and this and that. And yes, so he is telling his story, and the teacher is like, okay, well, I find that very interesting, but you have to know that you're saying the mantra wrongly. You're saying it wrong. The mantra is supposed to be said like this. Aha, says the sage, says the mystic, the person living on the island. Okay, thank you very much. And so the teacher leaves him and takes the boat over. And when they leave this mystic, after a while, they see this mystic coming over, walking on the water. And the mystic says, I'm sorry, teacher, please. I just had to ask, when I'm saying the mantra, should I be thinking of something in particular? The spiritual teacher, of course, seeing him walking on water, is very surprised and is taken back. Now, that's the end of the story. So the sage, the person living on the island, he comes walking on the water, and the teacher is taken back, of course. So for me, this was like, don't worry so much on how to do something. If you have the intuition of doing something and it's working for you, it is more important for you to follow whatever intuition you have than to listen to some rule. Actually, rules can hold you back. It did for me a lot, because I wouldn't even start meditating because I couldn't get my legs crossed correctly. So I was like, okay, I can't do this. And that was a big hindrance for me, which is too bad. Moreover, there's so many practices, spiritual practices, on how to do something. And so, anyways, focus on... If I would give any advice on the spiritual path, it would be have fun, be curious, do whatever is working for you. If it is a mantra, if you like saying it in a certain way, then do it. If you get some information that you should say it in another way, why don't you try it? And if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Be willing to change or to try new things. Also, keep going. And for me personally, the Maha Mantra is one of the most important mantras because, well, it is what I have found. But for you, it could be another mantra. And yeah. So keep going always. And this is the time of upliftment, the time of awakening. Yeah, that was a short little story. Okay, take care now. Bye bye.